Good morning. So, happy Easter. That's what today is. And I showed you everything that I've made so far. Things are drying, looking the same. This is all the clay that I have left. So, I got a dandelion and I wanted to make an impression of it. However, this is all the clay I have left. So, it's not enough. So, I had some things that I didn't want, like whatever. So they dried and got hard, and I put them in this little Tupperware with some drips of water. And so part of it's like really wet, and part of it's about the right consistency. Oh geez. And so I'm just gonna mix everything together now and see what happens to the moisture content, because the clay that I had left I've worked with a few times, so it was getting just a hair, just barely. And these things that I had in this other little bowl were dried hard, and that is one of the beauties of air dry clay, is it's very forgiving. Oh, that is so sticky. But it's coming together pretty nice, actually. I think if I let this sit out for just a minute, I mean, it really dries up so quick, and just kind of work it together, I think I can reconstitute, or whatever the word's supposed to be. It's actually got a nice texture, so to speak, and it was just a guess on how much water to use. I just put in a few little drops. I feel a tiny little hard piece in the middle, right there, like a little lump. And so I think if I let this sit together with the little drier piece in the very center, I feel like it will rehydrate. So that's not a bad chunk. I don't think it's enough to do the daffodil, Narcissus grandiflora. So don't think it's enough for that. It's still small. I am currently in Seaview, Washington, just north of Astoria. So if you go up to the very top of Oregon on the coast and you get to Astoria, and then you go across a really serious bridge, the scariest bridge I've ever been on, in a storm, and we've gone down in ice and snow and rain. It was a really scary bridge. So anyway, it's 8-10 miles, something like that, south of me to Astoria. You cross the bridge and you're there in town. And at the bottom of the bridge, there is an art store that I've been just like scoping out. Really like, ooh, I want to go in there. But it looks expensive, and I just don't have any money. So it wouldn't matter if it was inexpensive or not. But anyway, we've been working, got a side job. And I feel like this week is going to be beautiful weather, and I'm going to earn some moolah, and I'm going to go buy some more clay. And they have the brand name that I want. I was told it responds extremely well, so I'm looking forward to that. And they have some sealer. I spoke to a sales rep on the phone, and they said they had some sealer that didn't smell like the earth dying, and that you could paint and use inside with minimal ventilation. I have some ventilation. I have a window I sit next to when I do this, and I can open it and put a little fan on or create a cross breeze. And so I like to work with anything that gives me that. And I don't know why I'm swooping all the clay out, but I did. And there was a lot of moisture on the bowl, so I'm just going to fold that so it's in the middle, the moist part. So I do not have enough to do the daffodil, and I did not want to cut or break a daffodil from anyone. I did not have any in my own garden. I do not have a garden. But I drove by one, and it was broken in half, snapped fresh. I thought, oh, it won't make it an hour or two. So Brian spun around in the big giant motorhome, and I went back and I got my daffodil. It's not big enough. I don't have enough clay. Could have went yesterday, but I didn't, to the art store. So I called them, and they said they had 4 different types of the brand clay that I want. They have terracotta. Oh, they have white. They have terracotta, stone, and I can't remember the 4th one. So I'm going to get all 4. They're $11.50 for a pack, a 2-pound pack. Maybe it's 2.2, maybe it's a kilo. Anyway, so I want to get all 4 kinds. There's $50. And, well, there's no tax in Oregon. They also have the sealer. So then I went on Amazon, and I found some stamps that are really nice. Oh, so cool. And I think they're going to make spectacular ornaments. Just amazing. So, and then I also was thinking about, I just have this one little piece of clay. So I think what I'm going to do is make some molds to make some stamps. Not a lot, just a couple, because I'm still trying to create a bank of stamps to use on this clay, and I can't afford to buy them all. The ones I found on Amazon were about $10 each, so there's another $20, $50 for the clay, probably $15, $20 for the sealer. I have no idea. I need a paintbrush that is not pure trash. So I'm thinking if I spend $100, which is 5 hours of work, I make $20 an hour. So for 5 hours of work, I can get all the stuff to make a lot of different products. This is coming together nice. This was all hard and dry. Well, half of it was hard and dry, and then reconstituted with some water. And I am very happy. The little hard piece in the middle, I can't find it anymore. Well, this is fantastic. All right. That's kind of cool. Reclaiming it. So anyway, I'm going to spend $100. I'm going to get all the stuff. And that includes cookie cutters and a rolling pin. I think that's going to really up my game. I want the cookie cutters to create a consistent outline for coasters and ornaments. It's the intention. So while I was at the doctor, they gave me a pin, the pink pin. I've got stage 4 invasive carcinoma, breast cancer, lymph nodes, thyroid, base of my skull, nodules, lungs, things. Blah. I take a chemo pill daily. Boo! It's called Kisquali. Enough of that. Let's talk about clay. So, I've got this pin, and I was thinking I would incorporate the ribbons, into something maybe. When I set up and vend at events, I didn't know if I was going to price things or just do for donations. I was going to make up a little sign about what I'm doing. I don't want to hustle people, so to speak, and prey on their emotions. But I like talking about what's going on with me a lot of times because it's like therapy. And it really helps. I've got all these things in my head. Gosh, is that big enough to press this dandelion? God, daffodil, not dandelion, daffodil. I've got it sitting over here. This isn't very much clay. And I kind of like, when I made, like this is my red flowering currant, okay? So I took a ball of clay and then rolled the flower into it. And then I had the recessed area to create a stamp, which is drying, so that I can press things in the future. I found these molds on Amazon, and I think they're going to smoke my homemade molds away. They're brass and amazing. And this turned into an actual decent piece of clay, and I was thinking about making a stamp of the ribbon, and I found this other little pin, a friend of mine. Oh, man. Where'd that go? Oh, you kidding me? Oh, I found it. I'll pick it up with my monkey toes. Ha ha ha. So, my friend gave me these bookmarks, and it had 2 little angels, little pins. It's like a pin that you put on. It's hard to see. Anyway, it's an angel. And you got 2 of them. So I thought about making a mold of that and this. I did the butterfly. It came out great, actually. I had a butterfly pin. It was another pin that Mary Lee gave me. And so I took the butterfly and I stamped it into clay. And this is, they say when clay is no longer cool to the touch, it's dry. This is really close. So I think tomorrow I'll be able to seal this. Maybe today. I'll probably just wait till tomorrow, make sure it's good and solid. And seal it, and then I'll take clay and press it onto it, and then I'll have a stamp. And I used just the pin without making the stamp yet. I used the pin as the stamp. Same thing. It's just a little harder to hold. And I made this little hanger. There's a flower. I made that. Flower and leaf, same way, stamps, and the butterfly. So I put 2 butterflies on there, and I put a little hole at the top so that it could hang. Boo. So this could be an ornament, could be a coaster. It's not level enough. Got to get that rolling pin. And then I'm going to get something to put down on top of them while they dry and cure. So they dry a lot flatter, I think, and so I want to be conscientious of the art and images because I don't want to smush any of my details. So, got this clay here on the table, and let's get the daffodil and just see if it's big enough or not. But I've only got one go at it. When I roll it and press it into the clay, that's it. I've only got one shot because I've only got one daffodil, and I think it's going to crush and destroy it. Let me grab the flower. Okay. Said flower. Gorgeous. It's got a little damage. Not a problem. I was just going to focus on this and a couple of the petals. So, when I did the other molds, I actually broke the head off of the dandelion from the stem, put the flower face down, and then put the stem underneath it because I wanted the impression of the flower. But see, now that was a different type of bloom. This isn't going to work out. That's big. I feel like I need a really large or a much smaller bloom. It's just not going to work. So what I'm going to do, wait until I just have a beautiful flower. I need to clean my table. I'm not going to show you what's going on. But you know how I said I clean and organize everything about 10 or 15 times every time I work with it because it keeps it clean? And that's cool. But this table looks like a coffee station, a snack station, my purse, accessories, several mobile devices, some brown sugar from my coffee, some peroxide for a boo-boo. There's all piles of things. So anyway, we're not going to worry about that. We're working about clay. Clay, clay. That's what we're doing today. Today is Easter. My grandmother... Oh, come on. Shelly. Come on. Let's try my clay. I haven't vacuumed in 2 days. So, actually, I guess it's not such a bad thing. There's really nothing on it. I dropped it on the carpet right under my table. Boo! Alright. Clay. So, I don't have enough to do the daffodil. I'm going to tip the camera. I'm going to make a mold from the pins to make a stamp. And I got this pen as well. Are you kidding me? Seriously? I'm gonna drop everything. It's this awkward little booth in a mobile home, motor home. Okay. So it's like two... Yeah! Winning! Alright. It's two little people in a heart. I don't know. Maybe I'll make a stamp of that too, because I have this much clay. It's not really enough to do anything with. And I'm trying to build up my inventory of stamps. I think I'll make one. So, what I decided to make the mold was just take a little pinch of clay, roll it into a nice little ball. Roll it into a little ball. And then I'm going to flatten it just a bit. Okay, let me flip the camera angle around, push pause, set it up, and then hit record. Un momento, por favor. Okay, so that break was a lot longer than I expected. Wash my hands. Ooh, clean, fresh hands. And change my shirt. I did have somebody ask me where I got this shirt. And I most likely, I don't remember. But I looked at the tag, and it's made by Sonoma. So, I think that's probably Walmart or Target or something. I think I got it for free. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, so what am I doing here? I walked away. Y'all did not. Little balls. Boo. Flipping down the camera. And I'm going to make those molds. There we go. I need to see everything. Okay, so to press this a little bit smushy but flat, I'm going to take something. Here we go. This is... Oh. I've got to take my pills. Ew. I do not like taking those pills. Alright, so I'm going to smush it just a little bit. I'm trying to keep this level. And then I got to doing these, like with the little butterfly, and I thought, man, that's kind of a cool button. I don't know if people would buy. I'm trying to develop a product line that I think people would purchase, because I really want to be a vendor, and for several reasons. I love the action, the interaction. So what I'm doing is I pressed it in, but I want like a level, smooth, flat area. So I'm kind of like tamping down the areas around it. You stay in there, little ribbon. Get a nice, smooth... Oh, you know what I could do? I could put... Oh boy, there's not much. Okay, that's all I need. Oh, yeah. A little bit of water. I mentioned in my last video, I'm very leery, so to speak, cautious about using a lot of water. But it is mentioned frequently in all the videos. And it makes such a difference. It smooths out the edges. I'm working on my table. I'm eyeballing a silicone mat on Amazon, $6. And so I'm going to order that. Got to earn a little bit of money. And then I'm going to order a silicone mat. Right now, I'm just working on my table. And that seems to be pretty good press and fairly level. I think it's a go. I like it deep so that you get a really good stamp. I've learned that. And I'm going to pull it out. Little ribbon. Perfect. So, we'll just let this dry. Ooh! That's the part I don't like, is picking stuff up. So if I get this silicone mat, I'm going to let things just set up on it after I work with them. I'm hoping. It's a pack of 3 for $6, and so I thought that would be cool. Make some stuff, set it to the side. So now I'm going to set this to the side and do the next one. Maybe I'll do the 2 little angels. I don't know. I've only got 3 pins. I made one from the butterfly. I don't think I have any other little shapes that I thought would work out. And I tell you what, I haven't had this clay out that long. Some of it was kind of wet, and it's already getting a surface resistance texture. And so honestly, I probably should have put this in the little Tupperware bowl while I was doing that. So, make a little bowl, and so I'm going to put this, it's not much, but I'm going to put it in here while I do this. Alright. Give it the smush. Kind of a flat area. Actually, it's kind of perfect. Okay, so angels. Oh, that was kind of a deep press, which is what I said I wanted, but oh, let's see, how does that look? Actually pretty good. Can you tell it's an angel? Let me do a couple, since I got the space. Maybe don't press as hard. No, that's all uneven. Can you even tell that's a little angel? Brian made a suggestion of letting... oh, no, that one came out really good. Okay, let me see if I can't get a better press. I love the way that came out, pressed with the metal. Whoop, where'd it go? There it is. Okay, there we go. And that's way bigger than I need. I can make a couple of molds out of that. Let's see. You want a little bit of thickness, I think, so that it's got a sturdy resistance. Let's see how that came out. Oh, that's not bad at all. It's either an angel. Oh, no, that's an angel. Or one of those big wavy arm things that you see in front of a car. No, it's an angel. I don't have on glasses, and that doesn't. Let's get those out. Mediocre. We'll see. Okay, so there's an angel. And does this fit? It does. So we'll just give that a press. I want it to be even all over. It's cute. Might be nice for decor and decorations. Can you tell that's 2 people with a heart? You can. Okay, so I've got my little angel and I've got my little people. I'm going to let that set up. Well, shoot. I shouldn't have done them on the same piece, because then when I make a press of the angel, it's going to go into that. Doggone it. Okay, one more shot. Do it again. Do it again, Sam. So, I didn't need that big a piece. Put that there. Put that away. Don't let it dry out. Okay. Whew. Turned up the heat. Let's turn it down just a hair. Alright. A little bitty. Here we go. Let's give her a press. Or him. There it is. Come back. Okay, let's do the angels. These things get in the way. Alright, let's do the angel. Oh, perfect. Okay. press evenly with a nice depth. I am not feeling this. It's not coming out in the translation. It just looks like, I don't know what that looks like. I mean, if I kinda, I don't think so though. I'm not feeling that. I think I'm going to pass on that one. It's just not coming out. The ribbon came out just fine. And let's see here. Oh, do that. Whoop, come back. Smush, no angel. Okay, so let's try these guys and see if it makes a stamp or mold to make a stamp that looks like it's nice in the translation. So I'm just going to press, and it looks like it's even everywhere. And that seems to be a big... Oh, God! Boo! Okay. Quit messing it up. Clay is very forgiving. Look at that. I made a mess with my fingernail. Stabbed him. And then I fixed it. Stuff is super cool. Alright, let's pull it out. Oh, that came out pretty good. I think that's a keeper. Ooh, don't smush them. Oh, not so terrible. Here we go. Two little people with a heart in the middle. I don't know if that's going to work in my grander scheme of things, but like I said, I'm running out of clay, and I wanted some interesting stamps, so I've only got this little tiny piece left. So I've got those two. That's what I was thinking. And I've still got, woohoo, that much clay. Not much to do with it. Not enough clay to play. So, I reckon I'm going to clean my house. It's a nightmare in here. Y'all can't see it, nor will you. But I'm looking around and thinking, I got other things I can put on my agenda. So I'm going to put this on a piece of cardboard. These are hardened up quite a bit that I have in my little dry box. And so I feel like if I set this, there's really no weight or resistance. I'm just going to put my little molds on a piece of cardboard. And then I'm going to set it in this little box. I'm going to put it underneath the table on top of the tote. And the heat blows under the table, so it's kind of like a nice convection-y warm environment. That's the end of my clay. I even used the reclaimed pieces, which was super awesome and worked. I could make, I was making little tiny hangers of the herbs. I could maybe make 2 or 3 out of that, so I guess I will. And I think that's it. I don't really have much going on. That's it. Peace and love.